I forgot the. All right.
This is a great start.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yeah, this is it. We're on.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Jedi and the Mailman, the show where after a year, we still can't figure out what the hell we're doing.
That
I'm
is,
Mike the Mailman. That's Jimmy the Jedi. And Jimmy, I thought it was odd that you, after a year of doing this, right? I trusted you a year ago when we set this thing up. I had no idea how this was going to go, but I put my trust in you and it worked out. But I thought it was odd when we started this today and you're like, we're going to completely change directions. We're going to go somewhere completely different. But then you said, let's rank Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. And I said, yes, let's do that.
I'm down.
So you got your list?
Yes. I have that on my phone, probably.
Yes.
So
Jimmy and I grew up loving Jean-Claude Van Damme. We loved action movies. We loved Star Wars, but Jean-Claude was our man.
He would have been a great villain. He's a terrible actor, folks.
No, come on.
But an amazing martial artist. Kickboxer, double impact, time cop, blood sport. I mean, just to name a few. Cyborg, Universal Cyborg. I mean, come on, man. I don't think I think he says one word, maybe a sentence in Cyborg.
Yes.
Some people took their home video camera out and they made a movie.
It's kind of like Arnold when or in early movies, they didn't trust him with lines. They just put him in a cool action flick. But yeah, I mean, Double Impact alone, playing himself, like playing two separate characters, what a masterpiece, man.
Yeah.
Masterpiece. What a great actor.
Jean-Claude. Where did that come from?
I just thought it was a great idea. I
don't
know. Where'd you come up with it?
I'm here for it. I'll take credit for it. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Glennie, you're going to have to redo the whole background.
I'm going to have to change everything, which is going to be difficult given the fact that I have to be on some other program to get that all done. But Glennie says Universal Soldier. Glennie gets it.
Yes.
Glennie over there on Instagram says, yeah, I could. Oh, here we go. We got Tahu in the chat. He missed us last week.
Who's back?
Grandma Rory is here to celebrate with his bros.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tahu, what do you think about Jean-Claude Van Damme?
And should he be in Star Wars? Man, we should start another rumor. Jack's rumor with Star Killer is taken off.
It went crazy, didn't it?
That Jean-Claude Van Damme is going to be in Ahsoka Season 2.
How old is Jean-Claude now?
I don't know. Did you watch that
in his 70s?
JCVD?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny. Him playing himself and not knowing. So just so folks understand this, I used to. Mike says we loved Jean-Claude Van Damme. Mike loved him. I was probably obsessed with the fact that I would get up in the mornings before school and watch the fight scenes that were in Kickboxer. I could speak the Thai that his trainer was speaking. I would mimic the sounds that he made. And I was like, I have a problem. I mean, I didn't know it then. I see it now, clear as day. But you say he filmed a movie here in Queensland with the Australian Princess of Pop.
Nice. He filmed a movie here in Pittsburgh too.
He did?
Yes. What was that? Hard Target, maybe?
Hard Target. But he's supposed to be in Louisiana for that one.
It was in the Civic Arena.
Oh, no. That's Sudden Death.
Sudden Death. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Hard Target down in Louisiana is the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Lenny says,
I'm already screwing up my Van Damme.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if this is going to work out.
I don't know. Maybe we should hold off and come back next week.
Maybe we'll come back hard. I guess we can go back to what we originally planned and talk about Star Wars.
All right, that's lame on our Star Wars podcast.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's crazy, man. It has been a year that we've been doing this show. Now, between this and after shows of all the Disney Plus shows and whatnot, we've put out quite a few episodes, and we haven't run out of ideas yet.
Not yet.
Still going strong. Still having fun. Still getting a moderate response. There's 25 or so
Hey,
people that
Tahoe
regularly.
keeps showing up. I keep showing up.
Who keeps showing up?
I'm
Can't
here
get
for
rid
what?
of them.
Yeah. Got some people over in the Instagram followed in. They're probably checked out as soon as we said Jean-Claude Van Damme. But
Oh
um,
well, they're not true fans, anyways.
well, I mean, of Star Wars, they might be. Who knows? I mean, we're talking Star Wars right now. So I just want to say Queensland's teachers are striking today in honor of your show. Heck yeah. Your teachers
Good
are
luck
allowed
to
to
them.
strike?
Yeah, Jimmy's not allowed to strike. He lives in
No.
a very red state, and they don't take kindly to workers wanting their rights.
Yes. When Mike and I were in high school, Mike, do you remember that when our teachers were on strike? And it
Hmm.
was like 2 days they'd strike, one day they'd be back at school, and it
Yeah,
infuriated our parents because they
yeah.
never knew when they were going to have to stay home. It wasn't that big of a deal necessarily for like our families because your mom worked kind of at home, and my mom was a
Hmm.
mom.
Yep.
I can imagine for double parents and stuff, but yeah, they will not let us strike. But I'm glad that they're striking for us. At least they have a good
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not allowed to strike at the post office either. We have a collective bargaining agreement, and we do. But when they formed a collective bargaining agreement all the way back in whatever year that was, there's a clause in there where we can't strike. It has to go to mediation. If we can't come to terms, we're not allowed to strike.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they don't want us being interrupting kids' education.
yeah,
So they kind
no,
of
they
hold
don't want us interrupting
teachers.
the flow of the mail.
Yeah, they kind of hold us with things that are super powerful. Like, can you imagine, like, if you could hold up the mail for just like a week, what the chaos that
Yeah,
has? Like,
yeah.
people want their Amazon packages, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
people want to send their kids to school because they
Yeah.
don't even have to deal with them at home.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The powers that
Steve
be
says
know these
hello,
things.
but yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
Steve.
So,
All right. So, after a year of doing this, I guess we've gotten around to ranking the Skywalker Saga.
yes.
This is going to be fun. How much effort did you put into your list?
Well, I have multiple lists, right? I was going through stuff.
Ah.
I'm kind of busy now. Listen, though, I
Mm-hmm.
threw them all out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm going to let my emotions guide me. I'm going to be Sith-like
Yeah.
tonight and let my emotions guide me. I do
Mm-hmm.
think some of the work that we've done has prepared me because I used to have a tie at the bottom. I no
Yeah.
longer have that. So I'm not saying there's like, whoops, need to learn how to count. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm going to let my emotions, like a Sith Lord,
Yeah.
guide all my decisions.
I kind of went the same way, but if we'd have done this list, say 3 months ago, would it be the same list?
No, we could do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
me
Like,
neither. I was going to say the same thing. I had to eventually just write them down and just go with, okay, this is it. And it may change before the night's out. I don't know. It's, my top four, I don't think has changed. I don't think it's going to change. But after that, it's all up in the air, man. I don't know. It's tough.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, we didn't really come up with any guidelines as far as like, is it music? Is it
Mhm.
nostalgia? Is it most rewatchable? Like, so I guess we'll kind of like see for us, like what kind of pattern we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as I would have liked to have had, I don't know, we wouldn't have been able to do it in an hour, but like to have like Tiara come back on and do hers because I think hers would probably
Hmm.
be wildly different than
Way
ours.
different. Yes, for sure. For
So,
sure.
um,
I
yeah,
think we have some idea of where this is going to go for us, but
kind of.
that's why I was before we jumped on here. I asked about after we got through the John Claude Van Damme talk. I asked you, are we going to go first to last or last to first? And then you said last to first. And honestly, I think really for me, anyways, the controversy is at the back end. Like, I don't
Oh,
think my number one is going to surprise anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like when we
no.
get to it, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody. I think everybody already knows. And probably, my top four is probably, you might get one or two off, but I think you're going to know exactly what my top four is.
See, like
It's that
my
back half that's going to be difficult.
it's that not for me. I'm the opposite. I'm like, my top half is like, oh God, what do I put this?
Hmm.
My bottom half, the only reason that it's changed is because of the rewatch we did a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
actually helped a movie. It hurt another
Hmm.
one, but it helped one.
Well, when one
So
gets helped, one got to get hurt.
yeah,
So,
so this is the way, this is the cycle, the circle of life. You know, so, but I will warn folks, I've been back to work for like 2 days straight. And that seems kind of ridiculous for someone to say that, giving you a warning, but I haven't worked for 2 months. Been on spring break. So sitting through 8 hours of meetings today. Now I did get to
yeah.
learn a line dance. We can
Wow.
talk about that if you guys want. But I did learn a line dance. Well, I learned a line dance today.
Hmm.
That new principal, she's amazing. I was telling Mike off the air, I'm a little intimidated, but she's great. Like, I'm super excited to get to work for this woman. Like, just the energy she brings and hold people accountable. Like, I love it. She could
Yeah.
run the empire, but she does it with a smile on her face. And then you done wrong if she comes to talk to you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so, but we got to learn a line dance.
Interesting.
Can you
I
line?
don't know any line dances.
Well, I
I
don't
don't know
either.
any dances whatsoever.
But yeah. So it's
So
been. If I'm a little wonky, or a little bit off tonight,
I get it. Yeah.
so
It's tough going back to work after 2 months.
it is
So no
definitely.
kids yet though, right?
No, we won't get kids until next Wednesday morning. We have them
Yeah.
for half a day. They leave. We're in our
Yeah.
classroom kind of preparing, and then Thursday, Friday, we'd have our black and yellow days. Um, I think that's what they call them. I should probably learn that.
Yeah,
But
you
it's just
probably
not a
should.
lot of stuff. Like, I feel like, having 15 years of experience doesn't seem to mean anything.
Yeah.
When you're learning brand new things and they're doing things very differently. I'm excited though. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's you get shaken up a little bit, and but I am getting the reputation. I wore this shirt today because it was summertime wear, like beachy time. So I wore this and go, oh, I like your Hawaiian shirt. And they're like, oh, that's got like Jar Jar Binks, and so I had a lot of fun Star Wars conversations today,
Cool.
and so yeah.
Yeah, I liked your line on the podcast. You talked about, should I go into this new school and kind of hide my Star Wars for a while
No,
and let it come out, and you said nope, I am Star Wars, and just let it show.
and I didn't even mean to come across that, because Jack, he kind of made a deal about it. But
Mm.
I wasn't like, I am Iron Man, like, but I was like, that is who I am at this point in my life. Like,
Yeah.
Molly's husband, and I'm a giant Star Wars fan. Like, those are the two things
Hmm.
that probably, like, that I can talk about on this show, because the rest of it is all
Yeah.
political and I don't want to talk about it.
I'll tell you, the Star Wars thing is blowing my mind. I had no idea you were this into Star Wars.
Yeah, as much as you blew our mind last week.
Yeah.
Star Wars is fun. So we're getting stuff here, folks. If you tuned in, don't leave, because you'll get tidbits like that before the end of the night. Star Wars is fun. So
Hmm.
so we're gonna talk a little bit. Like, we'll rank the show, we'll rank the movie, and we'll talk a little bit about why.
Yeah.
And then then you can kind of like talk. We have a little system here. I didn't have time. Like I said, I've been real busy. I didn't have time to do this tier listing, so I made a thing on Canva, and so we'll mess with
Oh,
that.
oh, oh. Before we get into this real quick, I don't know if you saw this. We don't usually go into news so much in this, and we do go into news. It's usually wrecks our whole conversation. But I did see, and I didn't get to read the article. I was just scrolling before I got in here. Matt Smith is apparently going to be the baddie in Starfighter.
That's what. Give me 1 second. I saw that as we were getting online.
Yeah, that I couldn't let that slip by. I had to talk a little bit about that.
Let's bring it up real quick. See if I can get an article here. So this is from Deadline too. So it's not like it's a.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it up. I'll just share it. I'm going to stop sharing. Let me see if I can do it this way. Sorry, folks. Anything after a year, I know what the hell I'm doing.
Nope.
Extra camera.
Memories. Just back to work, frazzled.
Yeah, no kidding.
Blame it on that.
I had to like get out of it here. Hang on a second. Share screen. Let's go to Starfighter. It's actually a picture of Jason Momoa. He's a handsome man. I like his haircut there. How much gel he has. He kind of looks like
This show has some ties to Star Wars too, because acting opposite Jason Momoa in this series is Mr. Clone himself. Why can't I think of his name?
Why can't I close that out? It's
don't
not letting
know.
me like do anything here. Okay, hang on. No, I don't want block close. It won't let me. Hang on, folks. There we go.
There
Yeah.
we go.
All right, Star Wars. This is from Deadline today at 2:45 p.m. So that's how busy I was. I missed the news until just a minute
Yeah.
ago. Exclusive after fighting battles of House Targaryen, Matt Smith is ready to take his next fight to a galaxy far, far away. Sources tell Deadline that House of Dragon Star is on board to join Ryan Gosling and Lucasfilm's Star Wars Starfighter. Mia Goth is also on board, with Sean Levy directing the pick. Jonathan Tropper penned the script. Lucasfilm and reps for Smith could not be reached for comment. So, is it true?
It's certainly an interesting choice.
This is the opposite of getting unknowns for movies.
Yeah.
This is like two of the biggest people in Hollywood bringing it. They must believe in this film to be bringing people like this in. Because I mean, Matt Smith is a nerd. You know, everyone loves him. I mean, there's so much hype surrounding him with the rise of Skywalker. Supposedly, some people say there were scenes that were shot, there were scenes that were discussed about him being a young Palpatine. Of course, Ryan Gosling, like, he's dreamy, so
he is.
He's pretty funny.
Jeez,
like good in movies. I mean, he can do action, he can do comedy. So, like, you know, you're going to get a fun time here.
Yeah, if you've seen what's the House of Dragons, Matt Smith is a perfect baddie. I mean, I didn't like House of Dragons. I watched like the first 4 episodes and I'm like, this is just awful. Like, I loved Game of Thrones because they would take these awful people and at some point there'd be a twist that you'd kind of start to like them or understand their character. Watching House of Dragons, it was like everyone is just awful and I don't want to have anything to do with this. So I just stopped watching it. But I mean, his character in House of Dragons transfers something like that over into Star Wars. And he's just an evil person, evil. So he'd be a perfect Sith Lord or something like that. I mean, I think it's a good pick.
Yeah. You know, and it's curious as to how much Star Wars, how much of the Force is going to be in this movie, given a movie called Starfighter, you know, like, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure that this will, as we're driving towards, new shows and things like that, that this will start getting more play. We'll be having more conversations, so that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I think they really want to gear up for 2027. I mean, the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. They got pump out some really good stuff. I have a lot of hope for this movie. I mean, there isn't a whole lot known about it yet. Little dribs and drabs. We don't know what the script is for sure or anything like that. But I think they're, like you said, with hiring 2 big actors like that, I think they're really pushing to really hit 2027 hard. I mean, you're going to have 50th anniversary. You got Star Wars in LA. You've got that movie coming out. There's just so much Star Wars coming in 2027.
Your dog's excited.
Yeah, my dogs are excited.
I mean, they're ready. Let's go. Star Wars 2027.
Woo!
So, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, they can't be messing around. I do wonder with them re-releasing, because I don't think we have a date for Starfighter. I don't think. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if we got like a release. We just got a year. So my thing is, they're re-releasing the original Star Wars, and everyone's speculating. We talked about it on the show this week, like which version. They're getting to the 1977 version. Dude, I have not seen that version I can't tell you when, probably since the 80s, because they changed stuff like pretty quickly. And then you and I went and saw the 99 one, I think, or they had those re-releases. I know you and I saw 1 or 2 of them together. I thought we did. We were both back by that point or something. I don't remember.
It's possible.
But anyways,
the years blur.
Yeah, they do. But all right, you ready to get in? You ready to get?
I'm ready to rank some movies, buddy.
All right. I'm going to do this real quick. And folks, let us know. Like, we're going to be like number 9. Tell us where you stand. We'll throw it up on the screen. If you want to give us a little reason, that'll be cool. because I wonder how much difference, how much similarities Mike and I will have. All right, let me go here. I'm going to go to share my screen. I'm going to go back to ranking the Skywalker sagas. All right, so number 9, Mike. And I got this, folks, so you can see it. And I can zoom in. You can see, ooh, Luke and Leia. I was trying to figure out a different way. And then we got Dad here. He's real hard to see, but anyway. So we're starting with number 9. Where are we
starting
putting
with number 9? And we start with me.
Starting with
For me, it's the Phantom Menace.
Whoa.
Yep.
We're going from worst. Wait, time out. We're going from worst to favorite, right?
I do.
The Phantom Menace?
I do. Yep.
What?
The Phantom Menace. Yes.
What?
Yeah. We just rewatched these movies. And like you said about going off of emotion, how you felt about it. I was just this past year we've watched.
I don't even know what to say right now, Mike.
We've watched the sequel trilogy and we've watched the prequel trilogy.
We have.
So all 6 of those movies are pretty fresh in my mind.
All right.
The original trilogy, it's sunk in. Like I don't need to watch. I mean, I don't really need to watch it ever again. It's in me. It's in my DNA. You know what I mean?
But you should.
I should. Oh yeah. I mean, put it on anytime. It's great. But it's like the way I feel
clarify, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace,
is your 9th favorite.
9th favorite, yes.
Saga film.
See,
yes. I honestly, I'm like, what?
Yeah. The original trilogy is never going to change in my mind, where it ranks for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's in my DNA now. But we've watched these 6 movies recently, and this is the one that bored me the most. I did not enjoy it. I mean, there was certainly things about it that I enjoyed more this time because I took a different look at it with different eyes. And, there's certainly some scenes that, definitely stick out for me that are great. And another thing to keep in mind too is, like I put out when I released the reel today, we're ranking these good to goodest. So this is still a good movie. It's just not my goodest movie.
It's not your goodest movie. Come here for proper languages.
That's right.
Lessons. It's a good thing that neither one of us are ELL teachers. All right. So this is your least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It bored you.
It did.
There are some good scenes that I'm still kind of surprised, man. I did not think. Wow. All right.
Well, I said too, I had to just finally put this on paper and go with something. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, there's been a lot of back and forth in my head on these bottom movies. There's certainly ones that we've rewatched recently that have moved up. There's some that have reshuffled, but yeah, I mean, the way that I feel right now, and this could change next week, but the way that I feel right now, that's where it sits.
Holy rip. All right. Well, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody when I put number 9. This used to be a tie at number 8. This used to be an 8. There used to be 8 movies because I had 2 least favorite films. And so The Last Jedi.
I cannot argue with you at all there. I completely get it.
For me, now this is the thing, is everyone thinks I hate Rian Johnson. And I hate this movie.
So.
I don't like this movie in this trilogy. Like, it doesn't fit. I know that's not Rian Johnson's fault. But I'm getting a lot of feedback in my thing. Is that me?
I don't know.
Can you still? I can hear.
I hear you just fine.
Maybe it's coming through yours, or
there might be. I can hear the TV in the other room. Hold on.
Can you guys turn that down a little bit?
So, but yeah, The Last Jedi for me, like,
I need a soundproof studio.
Just doesn't work. But having said that, I would be down for Rian Johnson to get his actual trilogy, but I want it far away from legacy characters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think his storytelling is really good. I think that, his first murder mystery was really good. The second one was, I'm not super excited for the third one. So, because it's kind of like gone downhill. But anyways, like The Last Jedi just doesn't work for me. I don't think there's anything that stands out. The humor doesn't work for me. And it's not that thing where like, I'm mad about Luke. Like I get it. Like, we had to move on. It's just, and again, I don't necessarily blame Ryan Johnson for like me not liking this film. Like I think he worked inside the sandbox he was given. And so, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
This is probably my least watched movie. I have tried. We brought people on to talk to us about The Last Jedi, I think. And people love it. I know Sid's going to be mad at me. But it is my number 9.
Well, you can throw it up for my number 8.
Let's
because
go.
Honestly, I went back and forth between 8 and 9 with these two movies, right? There is so much about this movie that just didn't work for me. The slow motion car chase that is, the Empire pursuing the fleet, and that part of just drives me insane. I just hate that part of the movie, and it's a long part of the movie. But it came down to kind of almost ranking individual scenes, like how many scenes were in this movie that I liked compared to how many scenes were in The Phantom Menace that I liked. And I think it may have come down to really the last, well, not the last, but the battle when they had the rebels stuck on the planet, and they're taking those rickety old speeders out for no apparent reason. Yeah. But just the visuals of that, like the salt giving way to the red sand underneath.
That was cool.
It looked so cool. I mean,
this might be the most beautiful movie in the Star Wars franchise.
Right. And it's those visuals, that sort of stuff that really bumped this up one notch for me. Like, I could pull out more things that were stunningly visually,
the Vulpexes, those crystal foxes, those things were pretty awesome.
Yeah. Things like that is what elevated it for me over Phantom Menace. Like, I don't know. Like you said, it's not a great movie. It doesn't fit. There's a lot of things that just aren't great. The way the characters really changed from what they were in the previous movie, and just a lot of bad things, but just visually stunning. And I think that's what put it over. And it could be that, like, Phantom Menace, the time that it was filmed and just where it fits in, I don't know. It just wasn't not as visually pleasing. Yeah. And just, that's what it came down to with those two movies. It really was this one or this one, this one or this one, and like I said, next week it might change for me, but right now that's how I feel.
This is my last easy decision.
Okay.
So
I
appreciate this movie much, much more than I did in the past. However, it's still Bantha Poodoo in my eyes. I'm still blown away by our rewatch and how much I liked parts of it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't excuse the dialogue. It doesn't excuse what I get it. Like, Tiara loves this film, and I know a lot of people love it. I like it 1,000 times more because honestly, it used to be back and forth between these two, and now it's clear cut. Like, it's better in my eyes. The love story, and I get it. They needed it. Just doesn't work for me. But everything else is really cool. Like, I mean, I love the action. I love some of the things, and we talked a lot about this when we were going through our rewatch, and the whole toxic relation. The Reylo thing got so much toxic relationship. I'm like, well, what about this relationship?
Yeah,
like, I murdered women, children, and animals like they were animals,
and not even a blink.
Not even a blink.
Yeah,
like, you need to go and call the whatever the marshal is on Tatooine and have this kid arrested. So
yeah.
Nothing gives you the right to do that.
No.
You know, I get it. Like
No.
primal, like you want
Mhm.
revenge and you want, but doesn't bring her back, and it just
Yeah.
makes you worse. They killed one person and you killed an entire
Mhm.
clan, tribe.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Yeah. I know. I could put myself in a frame of mind where not necessarily to that extent, but you know what I mean, where someone you love is hurt.
Yes,
And
like
you could put yourself in that frame of mind where, yeah, you really think like you would do almost anything to seek revenge. But
yeah.
there comes a point where
But are you so
I don't think I could bring myself to hurt a kid. You know, like the
that's
kid had nothing to do with it.
that's it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I
Yep.
always say, if someone hurts my dog, I'm going to kill him. But I'm not going to go
Hmm.
after him, his wife, his kids, his
Right.
dogs. Like,
Right.
you know, if, anyways. So
Yeah.
my number 8, easy choice. I think this lacks in a lot of areas, but, and again, good to gooderist.
Hmm. Good to
So
goodest.
yeah,
Get it right, Jimmy.
good to goodest. Sorry, I don't English good apparently. All right, so what's your 7 then? Because I'm still
7.
trying to wrap my head around
Okay.
your 9.
7 is,
Just bring
make
up his
sure I
little,
have it right, because
you gotta throw
yep,
yourself
it
all out of
is
whack.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Wow. Rise of Skywalker. Let me find it. That it? Nope, that's 4. Yep, that's it. There's mine.
Yep, that's it.
I like the poster.
Once again, yeah. Now, this is where things screw up for me. Like, I wouldn't have thought Rise of Skywalker would be here. I really thought that the prequels would all be down near the bottom. But it turns out not so. Um, Rise of Skywalker, kind of along the same lines as Last Jedi. They're stunning movies. Like the cinematography is just amazing. And that has a lot to do with modern effects and whatnot. But I don't know. There's certainly parts of the story that I enjoyed, but there's a lot of parts of the story that I just didn't dig. And
Well,
that kind of leads it to where it's at. Like I said, it surprises me that these aren't ranked higher than and maybe it's recency bias because
yeah, it
the
could
most
be.
recent movies we watched is the prequel trilogy.
All
But
right.
yeah, that's where it lands for me.
Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. All right. Well, this is where I have trouble. It's like this middle. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
movies all can like but I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna say episode 1 is my number 7.
Okay.
So I think this is a great like restart of the franchise kind of thing where when they brought these movies back and we weren't expecting to get this when we got them. But I just remember like not jamming with it. It didn't fit me.
Mhm.
I was a jerk about it. I'm trying not to be a jerk about it now because there are a lot of cool things in it.
Yeah.
But if you think about like what I want to rewatch now, this is not
Mhm.
one of the ones I throw in. Like I might throw in for like the end fight scene and the Vader
Yeah.
scene. Now apparently Liam Neeson's pissed about how he went out with a chump, so even he realizes he got
He's a
beat.
cranky old man.
Yeah, yeah, but he's with old Pamela Anderson now, so
I know.
which is
Good for him.
crazy. Good for them. Good for them. I
Yeah.
love. So, but yeah, so this one's there. I do think that this movie had the best movie poster I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And it had little Anakin standing out there, and his shadow was Vader.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought
Yeah.
that
That is cool.
the
Mhm.
best thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen. Like sit there and you look at the Rise of Skywalker one. It's so much cool stuff, and then there was just this little boy and his
Mhm.
shadow, and if you didn't pay attention, you missed it. And it's
Yep.
just like, how can this little kid turn to this? You
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
so very cool.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I don't. Did you watch that any clips or whatever of that Liam Neeson interview?
Yeah.
If you did, it's all cut up. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you could see it's all spliced together. It's just it. Some of those things that he said. I mean, I can't blame him. Like I
I'm
do
looking
sort of
back on it now,
think that,
yeah.
yeah, Qui-Gon should have had a little bit of a better battle there at the end. But yeah, I'm not holding anything against Liam Neeson.
Do you
He's,
do you ever watch that that deep faker that I told you about? That does where it's like Kenobi and then it's so he plays Obi-Wan Kenobi, he plays all the characters, but he also does Qui-Gon Force Ghost. And
okay.
that Qui-Gon's always complaining about stuff. Like it's friggin' hilarious. I can't think of his name. I'll try to find it. But like I can see that guy complaining about, like, oh, I went out
Yeah.
like a chump, like he just
Yeah. I do want to go see Naked Gun too and see how well that came
see,
out.
I don't have any interest in that at
Really?
all. Yeah, and I thought
I
remember as a kid, I thought the first one was
I
hilarious.
loved I loved the Naked Gun trilogy, yeah. But
Charlie
I don't know.
Hopkinson. Charlie
Okay.
Hopkinson. You've got to go check him out.
All right.
Like the guy is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I always watch his stuff. So all
I'll have to
right.
check it.
So
Okay.
stop stalling, Mike. What's your number 6?
Okay, what is my number 6? My number 6 is Revenge of the Sith.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, this
Now,
prequel trilogy is taking a
I
beating.
know.
Wait a minute. You haven't picked Attack of the Clones yet.
I know.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
What? Phantom?
Before
No.
okay. This is not so much about Revenge of the Sith, but it's more about a rewatch and how Attack of the Clones worked for me this time.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I mean, I guess we'll get to that when we get to the next one. But so, once again, it's good to goodest. So we're in the middle here. So this movie was pretty good. There's a lot that I liked about this movie, and if you would have asked me before we rewatched them all, this would have been my highest ranked of the prequels for sure.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, this was the best one. It was the last one. They're building to this one, and this one was so well done in my head. But after watching them more recently, I honestly had more problems with this than I did Attack of the Clones, and we'll get to that when we get on down here. But yeah, I mean, it's still like once again, next week you could ask me again, I might have a different opinion. But right now, this is where it hits for me. It's a great movie. Like we just went over this one last week. The lightsaber battles, especially the last with Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah.
Man, that's just some intense saber battles. Like I mentioned last week, the fact that they're boxed in everywhere, it has to be so intimate and so intense. And those saber battles are just phenomenal. And I don't know. There's just some things about the movie that just doesn't put it as high this time as I thought it was, a few weeks ago.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's why we did
my
the
number
rewatch.
6. Yep.
All right. So Tahu says not surprised that prequels and sequels are the only movies mentioned in the bottom third. Yeah, that's why I kind of wish we had TR on here so she could. I think I would be curious as to what her bottom half looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
or even Jack and Charlie.
Yeah.
Nice
Because they are younger than us. So
the everybody's younger than us.
That's true. Man. Oh.
We were talking about this the other day, just kind of offhandedly, but I think I jokingly mentioned that 15 years from now, when I'm retired, I can dedicate more time to this, and I can really help out with some more stuff on the podcast because I won't have so many things to do. But can you imagine still doing this at 65?
If I can speak the words, I hope so.
It's interesting to consider. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Do you have many? I don't either. But do you have many older Star Wars fans like you chat with, or?
I mean,
maybe a couple years older than us.
Yeah, but think about like the people who were around for the originals. I mean, they're probably. I mean, my mom's birthday was on Sunday. She's turned 70, so I mean,
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so Yeah, I mean, I've had some conversations. A lot of the times, these are the people who are just like, I hate everything that's not the original trilogy.
Yeah,
So I would
yeah,
say that I don't have a lot of conversations, but you see a lot of older people at celebrations, I
yeah.
think. Now I'm trying to think about this. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think I could still be doing it. And then who knows? Like maybe we have 3 more Skywalker films.
Yeah.
We have to come
I
back
don't
and
want any
watch.
more Skywalker films though.
Well, if they do Ray trilogy, that's a
Well,
Skywalker,
yeah,
is it?
I
I
guess
mean, I
so.
guess that'll be something we'll have to argue about later.
Yeah,
Pahu says, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He said, 15 years time. That's an eons away. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Feels that way, but it comes quick. So,
Yeah.
um, I have 5 movies left. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to do this.
Take it easy. Just go with your list. Don't agonize.
I'm going to go with The Rise of
Okay.
Skywalker. I liked this movie.
Mhm.
I don't have issues with the pacing. I wish it was longer. I wish they could have
Yeah.
slowed it down a smidge and told us a little bit more. Rumors
Mhm.
were that there was a possibility that like JJ wanted to do 2 more movies, but like, no, we're doing a trilogy. I still
Yeah.
think like the prequels should have been 4 movies. We should have gotten a Clone Wars film in
Yeah.
between
Oh
Attack of
yeah.
the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Like we should have gotten a
Mhm.
Clone Wars movie
Yeah.
in there. I think it would have made things, I'm glad we got the Clone Wars animated series, but
Yeah.
they still could have done that.
Yeah. I know. I wanted that so badly. Like when Attack of the Clones came out, I wanted the Clone Wars. Like
I mean, because
I had built it up in my head about the Clone Wars, what it would look like and what it would be, and that's what I really, really wanted out of that second movie. But we didn't get it. We didn't get
you
that.
got a space battle
Hmm.
that we've gotten before. We didn't even get clones really. I mean, there were pilots and
Nope.
stuff, but we didn't get much of the Clone Wars of anything.
No.
So, but the Rise of Skywalker, I like it. I think that again, it suffers from Disney not having a plan. I think JJ
Hmm.
did all right. I'd be down for him. I'd like him to answer some questions. I think he could have done different things had the Last Jedi not gone the way it did. But I mean,
Yeah.
again, I don't blame these men. I don't blame these directors or
No.
writers. Like, could they have been more creative? But they're on there. I mean, I think what 2.5 years they pumped these out. Like, I mean, it was
Yeah.
turnaround is quick on these films. Some sloppy writing. I do think Duel of the Fates, that version, Colin Trevorrow's would have been better from
Yeah.
what I heard. But there are some scenes in this, man. Just the solo Han Solo and Kylo and Ben scene.
Yeah.
He's like, hey
Yeah.
kid. I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
That scene that hits harder than I think Leia fading away, but I mean that's still pretty impactful.
Mm.
Then there's some cheesy stuff, Chewie getting the medal. Like I'm like, yay, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you should just, you messed up by not having her hug him, and so you try,
Hmm.
whatever. You're trying to right some wrongs. I get it, but I enjoy this movie. This is a movie that I like to rewatch a bunch because like you can just throw it in. It's the pace is quick,
Yeah.
lots of action. I don't like the fact that after he talks to his dad, vision of his dad, he never says
Hmm.
another word. He
That's
says
true.
ow because he jumps and hits that chain and goes, ugh. And that's the
Yeah.
last thing that Ben Solo says. So
Huh.
that bothers me a little bit about that film. But I do think this is really
Yeah.
rewatchable. It's great to have in the background. Like we're building Legos and stuff. Like we're doing
Mhm.
like a Lego date night or whatever. This is one of the movies that could quite possibly get thrown in. So
Yeah.
that's my number
No, I
6.
would agree. Yeah, I would agree with you there. It is like this. The cinematography is just phenomenal, and there's just like you said, there's certain little things,
Oh,
and it's
Luke
like
and Leia
it has.
training.
Yeah, I mean, the, those are all great, but doing it with the deep fakes and stuff like that, I guess it's how you had to do it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's no other
Like you
way.
said, there was just so many things they just did because they had to do. There's so much. I don't know. It just could have been better. It could have been written better. But I think Disney had spent so much money acquiring all this, and they wanted to make sure that they got their money back. And I don't know.
They got
These
their money back.
movies always suffer. They got their money back for sure. But
Yeah.
these movies always suffer when there's so much corporate interference. Like if you just let the artists do their job, present their art, it always turns out better than when, suits get put their fingers in and meddle around.
Yeah.
And you could definitely see that in these movies.
Well, just the fact they had no plan. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the worst part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's understandable for the original trilogy not to have a plan.
yeah.
When Star Wars came out, it was, we just got to put this out and hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's A New Hope is about, is hope that we're going to get more new stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was a long shot. It was a shot in the dark, and they had to build off of that. But after that, you knew you had a juggernaut. There is no excuse for not taking the time and planning out your trilogy, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah. The original trilogy gets leeway because, again, they're writing it. They're trying to figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
The other two don't get leeway. And I don't think that the
No.
prequels really make any mistakes as far as, I mean, the whole
Well, he had a plan.
the whole like age difference between Anakin and Padme is a little creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because it's significant, I think, and he's still pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever,
Yeah.
we'll move on. So,
But if it was a guy and
well, I
a
mean,
woman,
I'm sitting there
perfectly
thinking about the
okay.
difference between myself and Molly, and I'm like,
Yeah, maybe I should shut my mouth.
yeah, because sometimes we think about like where she was when I was like a senior in high school, and it's like, ew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's not go there.
But hey, it all works out.
Yep.
So, all right.
All right,
What's your
so
number
5? Getting into the top here. Number
There we go.
5, Attack of the Clones.
Ooh, wow, that's so much
Now,
higher than
I know.
I'm blown
like I said,
away.
I would have never thought it would be here. And I think this may have something to do with how I watched the movie.
Okay.
I watched the first half of the movie late on a Saturday night, I think it was. And then I watched the second half on a Sunday, just during the day where
Yeah.
So I got through all the mushy, terrible dialogue and whatnot, and got to just watch the second half of that movie, which didn't realize how good it was all in one go. You know what I mean? So if you picked up from basically where I think I started off where Obi-Wan is chasing Django.
Okay.
And the space battle where they're going through the asteroids and whatnot. I think from that point to the end, I think that's where I started the second day.
Oh, so that's
so
great.
if you think about that, it's an intense action movie from there on in.
Yeah.
So
That's cheating, Mike.
that is the
That's
most
cheating.
well, it worked. Try watching it that way.
Yeah, but like you shouldn't have to watch a movie that way for it to be.
Well, that's just how it worked out this time.
Agree to disagree, sir.
But if you think about that the second half of this movie, like put the rest of it out of your mind, the second half of this movie is just phenomenal. It's just action on top of action. Like that space battle, it's just amazing. Those the mines or whatever that Django's dropping, the sound is just so freaking cool. Yeah. Yep.
That might be the best one in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the scene with Obi-Wan and Dooku, just awesome. And then the arena, like the arena battle with the crazy creatures and
the Neku and all that stuff.
Yep. Padme's just in her white outfit. It doesn't matter how much she rolls around, it gets cut up and tore up, but in all those strategic places, but it never gets dirty, really.
Yeah, that is impressive.
But she's just a BA, man, just taking charge. And then all the Jedi come in and it's huge Jedi battle. And oh man, it's just from that point on, just great. And that's what's really stuck with me. That's what's bumped this movie up, because I really did not remember how good that part of the movie was. And like now I guess it's in my top 5 now, at least this week.
Okay. I'm struggling with my 4 and my 5. My emotions lead the way.
Mm-hmm. Are you changing on the fly or considering changing on the fly here?
I'm going to put Revenge of the Sith at number 5. I've struggled with.
I can live with that.
I've struggled with this in number 4, going back and forth. Like, which one do I like more?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do love this movie. Now we're getting to the point where it's like, well, what do I love more about something? Like, I feel like for me, the bottom ones are so easy because it's like, oh yeah, don't like this, don't like this. But after those first two, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's like I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the same reasons you had it down there. I just do think it's rewatchable. The opening scene's intense.
Yeah.
That space battle and onto the ship and Dooku stuff. And I mean, there is not a lot. I just wish it had been, there had been more time to tell the story. I guess the fall felt rushed. Just popping off like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm the Sith Lord. Doesn't necessarily work. I think we need a little bit more. But again, like, I know that George had plans. He just couldn't put it all in. And I just think if you have it, you should have used it. But I mean, and they shouldn't be married to trilogies. Like, just make movies.
Yeah.
And if you need to continue to tell a story, like, what's wrong with telling us a story and then, I need to tell you more. Like, and if it's a good single story individually that carries on the story. You don't have to make a trilogy just because the originals were trilogies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, oh,
And
I mean,
now,
you think about like, oh, we're gonna make a trilogy. We're gonna make a trilogy. Like, I'm glad that John Wick didn't decide, well, we have a trilogy, we're done.
Right.
I'm sure glad Jean-Claude Van Damme never felt like he can only make trilogies.
Yep. But now Star Wars is married to it. I mean,
it's stupid.
I can't imagine. Yeah. And even like, so all the talk about the Rey movie, like maybe a standalone Rey movie and another trilogy, that makes you just go bonkers. Like, it's not right. It doesn't, like, you know what I mean? Do you feel the same way? Like,
yeah, I mean,
if we're going to do anything with Rey, it's got to be a trilogy. But to your point, you're right. You just tell the story and it takes however many movies it does. That makes perfect sense. But now that Star Wars is organized this way, I can't see it any other way. Like, I mean, you can't have a standalone Rey movie. It's just, you can't. It has to be a Rey trilogy.
if you look at like the High Republic, they had 3 adult books in each phase.
Yeah.
I mean, they had more books. I mean, we're talking tons and tons of books, but they probably counted on people just reading the adult novels, right? I'm assuming from a marketing standpoint, a lot of people are going to take the time to read like YA and mid-grade, although the YA books are phenomenal. Like Tears of the Nameless. Probably, I mean,
I might go back and pick up some of those.
So, I mean, I think Star Wars is stuck.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 4?
Number 4. These from 1 to 4 is easy. Can you guess what 4 might be?
Let me look real quick here. Force Awakens.
You got it.
Nice. Well, let's just do this then real quick. Hang on. Which one is it? It's this one. All right. Whoa, that's so big. All right.
But yeah, Force Awakens, it has to be here. I mean, guys our age, I don't think anything else makes any sense. Yep.
I could argue, I think it may be eclipsing one of the original trilogies, but
if I could be objective, maybe, because I freaking love this movie. Like, there are so many points. There are so many points in this movie where I just get emotional. Like, your old heroes are back, and you're introduced to all these new heroes, and like, it is just the most perfect melding. Like,
it's a good starting off point for young kids.
Yeah. You take all your old heroes and you introduce these new heroes, and it sets you up for greatness to come. Now, I don't think they achieved the greatness that could have come after this movie, but
way short.
Man, did they tee it up here?
Yes.
Just so well done. And like, if I could rewatch these movies, just flush my memories and just rewatch all these movies fresh without any baggage at all, maybe this could move up into the top 3
I think it
because it's
would
so
because
good.
it's
But
faster paced than like the original.
Mhm.
Like the original trilogy, if you watch them, they're not very like they're not super fast
right.
paced.
No. Yep.
Like action
It's a
movies and stuff have
different
changed a ton.
yeah. Yeah, movies were made different back in the 70s and early 80s.
Yeah,
And we grew up with that, so it's, it has a place in our minds. But
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
it's yeah, I think you're right though. If somehow you could just come at it objectively and just watch these movies in a vacuum, this may be one of the top movies. It's just so good.
All right. Well, then we're getting into the
Getting into the
hard stuff. Yeah,
OT.
I'm kind of the same way. Pumped to get back in the theater. It kind of bums me out that so many people came out of the theater so happy, and then social media is like, it's just a remake of Star Wars. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, it was dumb. I'm like, you were so happy when you came out of the theater.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what? Like, it
Yeah.
didn't matter then. Why should it matter now?
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of great things.
This.
True, we're home. And,
Mhm.
I do think this is selfish, I think, of me, but God, I wanted to see the original trilogy heroes together one
Yeah.
last time. Like, they
Yeah.
talk about it in like the Ghostbuster remake with Paul Rudd, that version, not the funny one with all the women. Like I thought that was a pretty funny movie. I don't want to knock it, but when they remade them and they brought Egon and got all those characters back, I mean, it was cheesy as heck, but like I'm like that's what I wanted, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That bums me out to this day that we never got them all doing something. Because how funny would it have been, like, if you think about it this way, like you could have done this with like you got these young kids, you got Ray, you got Finn, you got Poe, and then you have like these old timers who are doing like, remember those movies we watched as kids where like the old guys were like, this is how you do it in our day, kid.
Yep.
And they would like
Yep.
would whoop some butt or whatever, and then
Mhm.
of course the young
Yep.
kids would come in with some, but like they could have really pulled that off,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it would have
yeah.
been nuts.
Yeah.
Even if it was like their adventure to go find Luke and it was all kinds of hijinks pursued or
Yeah.
ensued or whatever. But like I do think they missed an opportunity to really make Star Wars fans really, really happy. Because I mean, it had been.
Yeah.
I mean, when did these movies come out? 2015? No,
I don't remember.
merger. Yeah, I think 2015. So like, it had been a very, very long time since those three people were
Yep.
in a movie together. So
Yep.
I am a little
Yeah.
mad about that.
Yeah. I suppose that it would have been really nice to see, but I don't know. I can't say that they went super wrong with this either because I really love that movie.
I'm changing it because now I'm mad.
In the moment.
Changed it. I talked myself into it. Dang it. All right.
All right. So we're in the top 3. So my number 3, and I know this is some people's number 1,
Uh-oh.
but it's Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. It's a good one, though.
Yes, it is. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the
No.
top 3.
No. So, all right.
But this, I mean, Empire Strikes Back. I think why it's my number 3 is just because it's a movie without an end. It's a bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a complete story. It picks up where the last one left off and it drops you off before the third one starts. I mean, it's amazing. The confrontation with Luke and Vader, like, I mean, that's Star Wars right there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's huge. You remember back in the day, like, Luke, I am your father. That whole thing, like, just massive. This movie was massive. Introduced Lando. Just so it's just so much good of this movie. But I think the only reason it lands on number 3 for me is that it's a bridge movie. It's not a complete story in my mind.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, this is where I struggle. This is real struggle times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
surprises me.
Yeah, like I have a lot of nostalgia for this film, being the
Mhm.
first one I ever saw in the theaters, and I don't know, like again, just so similar to you. Like I feel like I think these top three are interchangeable for me. Like I
Yeah.
go back and forth on all of them, but
Mhm.
Return of the Jedi kind of falls there. If you think about if you think about Luke's plan at the beginning of this movie, it makes no sense whatsoever, right? Like you're gonna do what? And if that doesn't work, you're gonna do like you plan for all this? Like that's impressive. The ending of it's phenomenal.
Mhm.
Um, I loved the Ewoks when I was a kid. I didn't have any issues with
Yes.
them.
Nor I.
One of my favorite memories of my dad, when talking about like just stuff. My dad laughing at the Gamorrean guard getting eaten and it's sounding like celery and stuff. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, I honestly, it's hard for me to even put into words like why this is three and
Yeah.
whatever's next is 2 and 1. Like
Mhm.
they all three of these are like number one A,
Yeah.
one B, one C to me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I
Return of the
said
Jedi I
earlier,
think is
yeah. These movies are in our DNA. Like
yeah.
I don't know when's the last time you watched any of the original trilogy?
Oh, probably not that long ago.
Really?
I'll throw them in all
See,
the time. I'll throw Star
yeah.
Wars in, and it's like if I'm working on something for school or I'm working
Yeah.
on one of our projects for whatever, and I don't need to like super dialed in, I'll throw in like Return of the Jedi or Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw these in all the time.
Hmm.
I may not
Yeah.
finish them.
I
Like I
guess
may not like I was get up
right.
and go
Right.
or like if I want to take a nap, sometimes I'll throw these on too because like I've seen them
Hmm.
so many times that I can fall
Yeah.
asleep, wake back up, and be like, oh yeah.
Right.
So
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what I was getting to. Like you've seen them so many times in your life. They're just such a part of you that
they're just
it's
like one big movie.
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I would
So
agree.
all right.
So, all right, number 2 is New Hope for me.
Oh, wowzers. All right.
Yep. The only reason this is above Empire is this is the movie that started it all off. Obviously we were 1 year old when this came out, so we didn't see it in a theater. It was later on that we saw it, but it's still this is the movie that started it all. I mean, if this hadn't come together the way it came together, and
Yeah.
garnered. I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here doing this. That's for
No,
sure.
we would not.
We'd be talking about Jean Claude Van Damme instead. So,
Which would not be a bad thing.
but yeah, New Hope number 2 for me.
All right. Bam. I loved Yoda.
Wow.
I love him
Yeah.
now as a teacher. I love how he did what he did, trick that guy. I mean, I don't know if I realized Yoda wasn't real when I first watched. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I
Yeah.
realized Yoda was a puppet when I was a kid.
Yeah.
In these lessons, and I love lore, and I've always liked the story. Now, I don't know at the time if I would have been like, oh, again, this came out in the 80s. I mean, we were 3, 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I mean? Like, this
Mhm.
is over years and years, but I love this film. It
Yeah.
an impressive storytelling, like and I get it. People probably were mad when this came out because it wasn't like the original. But you
Yeah.
said it was a bridge movie. I think it was an excellent bridge movie. It
Mhm.
expanded on things. It set up more
Yep.
lore. It did everything it needed to do. It put, everyone's like, oh, I can't believe like the Avengers ended the way it did. I'm like, why not? Empire Strikes Back ended the way it did, 1980.
Yep.
So like, don't go giving me like, oh, I'm so surprised. You know, but
Yeah,
yes,
it's the whole puppet thing is interesting to me. I'd love to get the take of one of these younger kids, because we had so much puppetry in our childhood. You know what I mean? Like
the
we
Muppet
watched
Machine
Sesame
was
Street.
huge.
Like Sesame Street, it integrated Muppets puppets with real people, and I think as a kid, I don't think you thought any different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it wasn't weird in any
no.
way. And there were other movies like um oh, oh man, I can't think of.
Oh, like
Oh,
Labyrinth and stuff.
yeah, and
Who
man,
Framed
I don't
Roger
know why I'm
Rabbit?
drawing
That's cartoon.
the Dark Crystal, stuff
Oh
like, you know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just so many different properties and whatnot when we were kids that utilized puppetry that it was normal to us. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're right. Like, I still don't think of Yoda like the Yoda puppet is. It's just Yoda.
Not
Like,
until
you
the
know what I
Phantom
mean?
Menace. You're like, "Ah,
Right.
what the what?" Like,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I mean, and also in fairness too, like he doesn't look like the puppets from Sesame Street, and like,
No.
those look, so he looks like a real
He's
being.
very yeah. hmm
So I think,
Fits into that into
honestly, I don't
Dagobah.
know
Like,
how long I don't know when I realized, hey, that's a puppet.
yeah. I still don't think it really dawns
I
on
mean, I
me.
didn't
You
think it
know what
was
I mean?
real,
Like,
but you know what I mean? Like, I
right,
don't know how
right.
they did
No, I
it.
know what you mean. Like, it doesn't seem. It's not off-putting. It doesn't take you out of it. It's not out of place. It just seems normal.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know for black. Been it'd be interesting to talk to some of these younger people that didn't grow up with that sort of thing. Like, there's no there's no puppetry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have
Yeah.
that sort of thing in nowadays. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how people feel about that. But yeah, you're right. It just fit right in. Just the most normal thing in the world. But
And you're number
so,
one,
and here we
sir.
get. Yep. I
All right.
cannot. It couldn't be anything different for me for number one. I mean, like you said, just the nostalgia. It being the first movie that we saw, like that I have conscious memory of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know if I saw Empire before I saw Jedi, Return of the Jedi. Maybe I did. I don't know. It was a
I
long
feel
freaking
like
time
we
ago.
did, but
But we were more conscious beings whenever this
yeah,
came out. Like,
for sure.
there's memories in my mind of this.
Yeah.
And all the criticisms that people have, like about the Ewoks and stuff like that, I love the Ewoks from the very go.
Yeah.
I had a little Ewok figure. It was one of my prized possessions. I just freaking love that movie so much. And that would be the movie that I would put on if I wanted to watch Star Wars. That would definitely be my go-to. The first thing that I thought of.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, like I said, like they're all interchangeable to me depending on the day.
Yeah.
Like you could ask me in 10 minutes and I'd be like, well, because I'm sitting here like, well, maybe he's right. Like that really is. But um, yeah, for me though, this started it all. Without
Yeah.
this, I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Right.
Without
Can't
this, I'm
argue.
not here. Without
hmm
this, I mean, I just don't know. And I owe Star Wars a lot. Like, the experience I've got to have in these last 2.5 years because of what we started doing, the people I've got to
hmm
meet, like
Yeah.
you and I almost reconnected over this stuff. Like we always were
Yeah.
tight, but we never talked this much,
No.
text
No.
about the Steelers and things like that,
hmm
visit you when we come home. But like, I look forward to Tuesday nights with you to
Yeah.
reconnect.
Me
We
too.
always talk before and afterwards. And it's just, even when I'm tired, like I am today, I'm like, oh yeah, I still get to, do this.
Yeah.
But without Star Wars, and then you think about what the world would be like, the world would be fine. But cinema, how different would cinema be without Star Wars? You're
Yeah.
not getting ILM, you're not getting blockbuster films, you're not getting
hmm
these sagas, you're not getting it's okay to make these nerdy films and these things that aren't like mainstream and set in reality and
hmm
because everything made up to this point, like these serial things, they talk about them, but like they were never seen like it's kind of like the Dark Knight of like comic book movies, where like that
Yeah.
changed the tone of like these
hmm
movies can be very very serious and very very realistic, and yeah, it's set in a galaxy far far away, but um you know I just think without this, I mean, this whole point is mute. Like moot. It's just
Yeah.
there's nothing. We're not having this discussion. We're
Yeah.
talking Harry Potter or Star Trek or
hmm
which are all great franchises. But I look forward to my Wednesday mornings with you, bro. Well, we're glad that we can start your Wednesday off, my man. That's pretty
Yep.
awesome.
We love
Hopefully,
having you, buddy.
hopefully we set your day up for success. So,
It
but
can't get worse.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, you set a pretty low bar, my man. So, but
But
yeah,
no, you're right. Yeah, like just think of any of your most like your newest thing that you like. Any movie or what art or whatever that you like nowadays. Is it possible? Is it still going to happen without this. How many of your favorite creators reference Star Wars and come back to Star Wars? I mean, we did a show way back when about your favorite non-Star Wars Star Wars, or
Yeah.
Star Wars parodies and stuff like that. Just how much stuff is derivative of this, has come out of this. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's can't go wrong with can't go wrong with that list at all.
No, and again, I'm not trying to disrespect any of the movies. I mean, I legitimately don't watch these two very often.
Mhm. Right.
I'm glad that I rewatched this though. Like I am glad it could, but yeah, I mean, I feel like, pretty similar. I might reach out to Tiara and have her give us what her top, maybe, I don't have to
Yeah.
reach out to her. I'll see her in a few
Yeah,
days.
you'll see her this weekend. Yeah.
Which I probably shouldn't go because of how much work I got to do, but I'm still going to go. But I have a job to do. I have but yeah, no, this is fun. And again,
Yeah.
I feel like this could change. All of them could change. I don't know if my top 3 would change.
Well, those three will probably be in the top three, whether it's that order or not. They're still going to be up there.
I
I mean,
wonder.
with me for sure. I don't think any of the movies could crack the top three other than
Yeah.
the OT for me.
So what I'd
But
be interested in doing sometime with you, Mike, is
mhm,
let's insert Solo and Rogue One into this mix, right? We don't have to redo everything. We
mhm,
just say, all right, well, this is where it would push it. And then
yeah,
what does it take for a movie to overtake your number one film? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know,
mhm,
we'll say that might be a good topic, or it might even be a topic for a Sunday or something like that. But or for us, you insert those 2 movies. We kept them
mhm,
out of it on purpose because we
mhm.
everybody know what my number one would be. There'd be no surprise. You know, it'd be these 3 and then 2 others. You know what I mean? Like it'd be my top 5
Mhm,
would look different, but those 3
yeah,
would be in it. And then what does it take? What can Star Killer do? What would Starfighter have to do to
yeah.
now
To
be my
crack
number
that.
one film? Like
Mm,
what is it going to take? You know what I mean? Like
wow,
that's a pretty
that's
intense.
yeah, that's interesting.
That might be a good topic very soon.
Yeah, I'll really have to think on that.
So
That's yeah, that I could not. I don't think I could come up with that answer today.
yeah, it can't get worse. Forever, Mike's Parrot. Yeah. So, but all right, I have to go upstairs and practice my line dancing.
Okay. Now is this part of your you have to learn this line dance to teach students next week or
No, we're getting recorded tomorrow. So
oh my
Derby Public
god.
Schools. I am still stuck in being a Derby teacher. Wichita Public Schools has like 4,000 teachers, right?
Uh-huh.
It has, I don't know how many buildings that have 2,000 plus high school students in them. It's massive.
Yeah.
And we're all coming together in Coke Arena where the Wichita State Shockers play
Uh-huh.
basketball, and we're all getting in
Uh-huh.
there. They're going to have, I don't know exactly. It's my first time doing this, but I know that we're getting recorded tomorrow morning first thing. Like we're meeting in the gym to do this
Wow.
dance at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Wow.
as the news teacher, I don't want to be the one fumbling and stumbling. Um,
Now, do you have to wear cowboy boots and a cowboy hat as well?
They said they wanted us to wear cowboy boots and cowboy hats, but I do not
Mhm.
own cowboy boots and cowboy hats. I've never been a cowboy in my life, so I am not going to be wearing that stuff. But I will have my Southeast Buffalo shirt on, and I will have. I'll be ready to go. I'll be ready to dance.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, hey, everybody, I want to say thank you for joining us. Sorry we didn't get our Jean-Claude Van Damme top 5 in
Maybe
here.
next time.
Maybe next time. Let us know in the chat how you would rank the films. Give us your top 3. Give us your top
Yeah.
9. I would be curious
Yeah,
as
I
to know
love
where you
seeing it.
guys stand,
Mhm.
especially if you're younger, if you're older. Um, you know, what speaks to you, what doesn't speak to you. And then, let us know. Be real curious. Any final words, Mike?
Nope. Nope. This
All
was
right.
fun.
Awesome. All right. So for all of us, let me get this set up so I don't screw this up. Like I screwed up the intro. There we go. Whoopsie.
Well, I could reiterate before we go. Star Wars is pretty awesome.
Star Wars is pretty awesome. I am Star Wars. That should be maybe my new thing instead of we have spoken.
Yeah,
I am Star
exactly.
Wars.
You are Star Wars.
You know what I meant? Like that's
that's perfectly said. You are Star Wars.
Yeah. So, all right, folks. Thanks for joining us. If you watch it later on, let us know what your top 2 or 3 or your top 9, and we'll see if I survive this week. And pay attention to our socials. Pay attention to YouTube. I'll probably go live on there. Hopefully, maybe we'll have some friends join me to talk about Rebel Scum Con. We'll try to do nightly updates, and then I don't know if we're talking about it on Sunday. Maybe on Tuesday, if Mike, we can chat about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Rebel Scum Con.
All right, folks.
If you're in the Dallas area,
tickets
are still available.
Yeah, yes, they are, and you guys just come check it out. You don't have to buy. Yeah. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to get autographs. You don't have to get photos. Just come be around people who love Star Wars. It will change everything for you. It's just an awesome place to be. You'll feel the energy. See all these little kids dressed up in Star Wars, and you'll see adults dressed up in Star Wars, and you're like, it's still alive. That's one thing I remember from it last year was seeing how many little kids were there with their parents. How many little Rays I saw. Like, oh, this is amazing. Like this is their Princess Leia. That's so cool. So,
and Katie Sackhoff's going to be there. What other reason do you need?
And she is BA. So I want to ask her some questions about Longmire, though. So we'll see how.
Yes, I love Longmire.
Yeah, grumpy old cowboy.
Yes.
So, all right, folks. We'll see you guys next week. We have spoken.